I call this meeting of the Upshur County Commission to order. We'll have a moment of silent meditation and prayer followed by the pledge of allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Well, Kathy, we'll read the minutes.
Good morning.
Morning.
The County Commission of Upshur County, West Virginia held their regular meeting at the Courthouse Annex on Thursday, March 17, 2016 at 9 a.m. Terry Cartwright called the meeting to order. Present were Terry Cartwright, Commissioner, J.C. Rafferty, Commissioner, Carrie Wallace, County Administrator, Jeannie Zickafus, Commission Assistant, and Jacqueline Dinklocker, Secretary. The meeting began with a moment of silent meditation and prayer followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. All motions passed unanimously unless otherwise stated. After discussion on motion by J.C. Rafferty, seconded by Terry Cartwright, the Commission approved the regular meeting minutes of March 10, 2016, with corrections as follows. Page 2, paragraph 4, addition of Almore Fire Department as recipient of a letter of support for an amendment to the current mutual aid agreement between Almore Fire Department and Colton Fire Department, allowing both departments to respond concurrently during a life-threatening emergency. After discussion on motion by J.C. Rafferty, seconded by Terry Cartwright, the Commission approved the poll workers, alternates, and emergency ballot commissioners for the May 10, 2016 primary election. After discussion on motion by J.C. Rafferty, seconded by Terry Cartwright, the Commission approved April Long and Maria Serafman as volunteers for the Lewis Upshur Animal Control Facility. Carrie Wallace recommended that the Commission table action concerning agenda item number 3 regarding the approval and adoption of the substance abuse and testing policy of Upshur County E911 Communication Center due to a postponement of a scheduled training session. After discussion on motion by J.C. Rafferty, seconded by Terry Cartwright, the Commission approved to table agenda item number 3 and reschedule for a future meeting. Terry Cartwright announced that the West Virginia Division of Culture and History, Archives and History Records Management and Preservation Board has awarded grant funding in the amount of $10,000 to the Office of the Upshur County Circuit Clerk. The grant award will be used to digitize chancery and law case files. Terry Cartwright reviewed the following for your information items. Number 1, Upshur County E911 Communication Center reports, February 2016 as listed. Upshur County, number 2, Upshur County mileage reports, February 2016 as listed. 3, correspondence from Roy Wager, Superintendent of the Upshur County Board of Education, announcing the appointment of Dr. Greenbrier Allman to fill the position on the Upshur County Parks and Recreation Advisory Board, left vacant by the resignation of Dr. Carl Martin from the Board of Education. The 2-year term will end June 30, 2017. Number 4, correspondence from Kelly Workman, West Virginia Development Office Project Development Manager, informing the Commission that the 2015 Small Cities Block Grant application for funding the Alkins Road Phase 3 Water System Improvement Project was not approved. Number 5, Lewis Upshur Animal Control Facility adopted financial transactions, February 2016. 6 agendas and notice of meetings as listed, 7 meeting minutes, there were none. 8 meetings as listed, 9 budget hearing schedule as listed, 10 appointments needed or upcoming as listed. The commission approved all invoices for payment. The commission approved vacation orders. The commission approved the following settlements as listed. The commission approved the following exonerations and/or refunds as listed. The commission approved the following requests to attend meetings as listed. The commission recessed at 12 p.m. The commission reconvened at 1 p.m. for budgetary review meetings. The commission attended interviews with representatives of WYK Associates and Chapman Technical Groups for services for the repair, replacement of a portion of the pressed metal shingle roof and tuck point repair of 2 brick chimneys, both on the Upshur County Courthouse. With no further business, on motion by Joseph Radford, seconded by Terry Cutbright, the commission meeting adjourned at 5:30 p.m.
First reading of the minutes of our last day of communications. Is there any corrections or additions? If not, I'll entertain a motion to approve.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it, so ordered. We had a 9:15 appointment scheduled for this morning, but Mr. Ron Watson couldn't make it. Is that right, Terry? So that will be rescheduled on another agenda.
It'll be at 1 p.m. next week.
1 p.m. next week, okay. Items for discussion, action, or approval and signature of fiscal year 16 court security grant application resolution and assurances in the amount of $31,350 for additional security cameras, card readers, and secure office entries. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second. Been moved and seconded. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it, so ordered. Item 2, approval and signature of the fiscal year 2016 Victim of Crime Act Victim Assistance Grant and conditions and assurances in the amount of $33,245 for victim advocate services. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second. And moved and seconded. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it, so ordered. Item 3, approval and signature of resolution declaring April 2016 as Fair Housing Month. Do I have a motion to approve? So moved.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it, so ordered. Item 4, approval and signature of a letter to Ernest George, Fire Chief of Colton Volunteer Fire Department, requesting reconsideration of current procedure for responding to medical emergency for Randolph County residents in Elmore.
I would request, Mr. President, that we defer and table this letter. I was contacted by the President of the Randolph County Commission earlier this week requesting that a representative of the commission meet with the Randolph County Commission and Mr. George to discuss the matter further. There's some additional information which they wish to bring to our attention. We're in the process of setting up a meeting. I'm supposed to give a call to President Mike Taylor following today's commission meeting to set up a meeting for next week. The attendees are going to be President Taylor from Randolph County Commission, Chief George of the Colton Fire Department, Volunteer Fire Department, Kerry Wallace, County Administrator, and myself.
Well, that was the whole point of the letter to start with, was to get some communication started between Colton and Randolph County Commission and Upshur County. So I think if we have that scheduled already, I don't see a reason we couldn't take it. We have a motion and a second. We've got a motion. Do I have a
I'll make
second?
that motion that we table it pending our meeting next week with the Randolph County Commission as well as Chief George.
I'll second that.
All in favor, it's been moved and seconded that we hold off on sending the letter then, since we already have a meeting scheduled. And that was the sole purpose of sending the letter. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it, so ordered. 5, approval and signature of certificate of recognition of Patrick Ray Light on his achievement in attaining the rank of Eagle Scout. Do I have a motion to approve?
So,
Second.
Been moved and seconded, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it, so ordered. 6, approval and signature of the service contract between Valley Business Systems and the Upshur County Commission for the color copier in the sheriff's office in the amount of $1,750. This includes everything except paper and staples. The contract is effective 11/1/2015 to 10/31/2017. Carrie, did we miss that back in November or something?
No, we just got it in our
Oh, we just got it?
office.
Okay. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
second.
Been moved and seconded, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it, so ordered. 7, approval and signature of groundskeeper contract between Philip Stanton, doing business as Stanton Mowing Service, and the Upshur County Commission in the amount of $14,235, effective March 30th, 2016, to on or around September 30th, 2016, depending on the weather. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. All in favor, signify by saying aye. Ayes have it, so ordered. Approval and signature of Upshur County 2016-2017 fiscal year budget. Should I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
I'll second.
Been moved and seconded. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it, so ordered. 9, discussion regarding architectural engineering service for the repair replacement of a portion of the pressed metal shingle roof and the tuck point repair of 2 brick chimneys, and approval of a firm to begin negotiations with. Qualifications were open on February 23, 2016, and interviews were held on March 17, 2016. Do you guys have a preference?
Just to give you some backup information, West Virginia Code 5G-1-4 requires that you pick a firm based on qualifications. So whoever is the most qualified firm, you would choose to begin negotiations with. If that firm cannot come within your budget, then you would start negotiations with the second most qualified firm. Once you start negotiations with the second most qualified firm, you cannot revert back to negotiations with the first most qualified firm.
Question, what if neither firm's proposals are within our budget
You would need
constraints?
to re-advertise.
Re-advertising, okay.
I personally would probably recommend WYK to start with.
I concur. I'll make that motion.
I think they are both well qualified to do the job over there. And it's a tough decision on which one to pick one way or the other.
But we got to start somewhere.
But you gotta start somewhere, and with that, they're a little closer than the other ones. And I would concur with your decision.
You second the motion then?
I will say.
Been moved and seconded, we start with WYK Associates. All in favor, signify by saying aye. Ayes have it, so ordered. 10, announcement of Claws and Whiskers Rescue Foundation second annual bingo fundraiser on April 3rd, 2016 for the Lewis Upshur Animal Control Facility. The foundation is requesting the commission donate daily pool passes to help fill their fun in the summer purse at this event. Do we need an approval on that today, Carrie, or?
Well, they're requesting one-day pool passes. Last year, you normally gave 10 one-day pool passes to those individuals that had asked for, and this is similar to this. So if you could, I would recommend that you go ahead and
It can be consistent with what we did last year. I agree. I'll make a motion that we provide the Claws and Whiskers Rescue Foundation 10 one-day pool passes.
I'll second that.
It's been moved and seconded. All in favor, signify by saying aye. Ayes have it, so approved. Approval of application for donated leave. Do I have a motion to approve?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded. All in favor, signify by saying aye. Ayes have it, so ordered. Item 12, approve, excuse me, that's approve the invoices. I start that every week.
Every week.
for your information items. Item 1, correspondence from the West Virginia Development Office regarding the governor's proclamation of April 2016 as Fair Housing Month.
2016 is right.
Yeah, I think that was when it was printed here 2015, but I think it's 2016. Housing Month for the state of West Virginia and encouragement for Upshur County Commission to do the same. Do we need to vote on that?
No, you just did.
Oh, okay. Agendas and or notices of meetings, item 2, 3-minute meetings, 4 meetings, 5 appointments needed for or upcoming. Do we have a date on the training for the substance abuse?
No, not at this time.
Okay. Next regular meeting of the Upshur County Commission, March 31st, 2016 at 9 a.m. Upshur County Courthouse Annex.